Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brian and Ryan from IGN, and we're here to bring some not great news. The price for Xbox Live Gold has increased significantly, kind of out of nowhere today. Ryan McCaffrey, host of IGN's podcast Unlocked, our weekly Xbox show. Tell us about it. Break down the bad news.
Welcome to the Brian and Ryan Hour here on IGN. Yes, it's Brian. It's a classic drop some bad news on a Friday when fewer people are paying attention. Xbox Live Gold going up by a factor of 2. So it's now $60 for 6 months instead of $60 for a year. $11 for 1 month, $30 for 3 months, $60 for 6 months. No more 12-month subscriptions, which they'd quietly discontinued those a little while ago. So yeah, that is effectively a doubling of the price. Worth pointing out, Xbox Live Gold on PC, there's still no charge. So if you're a PC gamer playing Microsoft and Xbox stuff, you're in even better shape now than you were yesterday.
Now, if I'm to play like the sort of reverse infomercial co-host to you, this is the part where I say like, but what are they adding to make it better? And the answer to that is nothing, right? Like that's kind of the bummer here. Like we're not actually seeing a ton of new content being added to this tier for this price increase. True.
Now Microsoft's defense on that, which is fair in some sense, is they actually haven't increased the price in years, like many years. If I believe it was $50 when it first launched in 2002, and at some point it went to 60, but it's been 60 for a long time. The problem is the optics, right? That's why they dropped this on a Friday. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Economic times are uncertain at best for a lot of people, and not good at worst for others. And you have video games being one of the few avenues of entertainment that you can still completely enjoy, just like pre-pandemic,
right?
While this is all going on, and here you're being stuck with a quite a significant price increase. But the real silver lining here, or I guess gold lining, as it were, is that you're grandfathered in if you're already on a 6 or 12 month. So as long as you keep your subscription going with keep by 6 or 12 months, you'll be grandfathered in at the previous rate. Like for me, I'm good till I want to say 2022 or 2023, because I would keep stacking the codes.
Yep.
And that will actually you convert that into a Game Pass Ultimate for a while too. So it's really, this is affecting new customers, which here at the start of a new generation, when Microsoft's trying to convince people that jump ship from 360 to PlayStation 4 to come back, or convince new people to choose Xbox, maybe not the best look, particularly when it's now so much more than PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it. The timing on all fronts is totally bizarre here. Looking at Microsoft's last year, Xbox specifically, they've had such a great run of PR and communication. I feel like they really turned the ship around. They've been so much more sort of optimistic in their approach. They've been open in their approach. I mean, when the Series S leaked, like they were dropping memes at 3:00 in the morning. Like I think they've had this like really good guy attitude. And I think a lot of people have connected with that versus the thing we saw at the start of the last generation, which was sort of, I think removed from the pulse of what people were actually looking for. They've been so much better about things now, and this is such a bummer to see this stumble. It's also interesting to me because I feel like last year there were a lot of rumors going around about the gold tier going free. Right. Microsoft essentially needs to do everything they can to bring new players into the fold here, win the console wars, or at least attempt to sort of re-up the place that they were at in the last time around. And this feels very odd because this is the opposite of free. This is doubling the price. Obviously, Game Pass Ultimate and Game Pass are still the best deals in gaming. They're phenomenal. And I think this is put there in place to make those things look better. But not everybody wants to buy into those tiers. They are more expensive, and some people just want to play games online. They're not really interested in Game Pass Ultimate, which they should be, because there's great games there. And so this is kind of screwing over a lot of the very core users that have been there for a long time. But like you said, prices go up. Like Netflix had a price hike recently. I think they countered that by being like, we're putting out an original movie every week for 2021. So you did see some more content being rolled into there. And so, yeah, this feels like the timing feels off, the pricing feels off. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's odd. You're so right, because Microsoft really has been, by and large, just doing the right thing by gamers. That's been this kind of, I think that's probably a big reason why this is catching everybody off guard, is because it kind of goes right, it flies right in the face of everything Microsoft has not only been saying, but doing with all these gamer-friendly things that they've been doing. You know, they started with backwards compatibility and they've grown that, and now they, you know, xCloud, and that's finally coming to iOS in the spring. It's already on Android. You know, all these gamer-friendly initiatives, and now, oh, here's this thing that you've had for a while, and we're doubling the price. I mean, I get price increases. I mean, I don't know what Microsoft's books look like. They have revenue targets they need to hit. They have costs they need to deal with. But man, read the room. Maybe they could have done this in a much more gradual way, and probably not caught as much of the blowback. Now, maybe they clearly have decided to just rip the Band-Aid off and let the internet be mad for a day or two, and then see where the chips fall after that, if they've lost any subscribers or what have you. But yeah,
you're totally right. This is a Friday morning thing. This is like, get mad on Friday, think about it all weekend, and then maybe come in on Monday and be like, all right, it is what it is. But like, to double the price is, I mean, we don't really see that a lot with subscription services, right? Like, I mean, we see them go up incrementally here and there. This is a significant jump. And I really hope that Xbox looks at the reactions to this and they go, well, what can we do to make this tier better for people? Like, what can we do to make this right? I don't expect them to pull back on this decision at all, because it's probably set in stone and there's probably people already cashing in on it. But I do hope that they look at this and go, okay, that was not really the reaction we were expecting, or maybe it was, and they go, this is what we can do to make things better.
I mean, I'll tell you, Brian, I've for many years, I've advocated for, you know, like there's the American Express Black credit card, which is like, you know, you have to be a super wealthy person that's spending a ton of money to get it. You know, it's like in this exclusive thing. I would love to see like an Xbox Live Platinum. I mean, there was the Diamond card years ago. That's a different thing. But if we're going to have these higher paid tiers, give me an Xbox Live Platinum where you have to be like verified to get in. Like your identity has to be verified, your gaming history, if you've had like complaints filed against you on Xbox Live, on the multiplayer. And then if you screw up, you get booted out. So like, let's make, you know, so it's this like nice friendly space. You're not getting yelled at by, you know, racist and homophobic 12-year-olds in any game you jump into. Like, that would be adding some serious value if you ask me. But
lock me in at like an elite tier, like speakeasy style thing. We have to get a password at the door to get in.
Exactly.
And you know, you only see me from here up on camera these days. So just like, you know, we'll put on a suit jacket or something, play games without getting called names, lock me in for life at a good deal. Yeah. But I don't know. You and I are not the gold tier platinum business travelmen. We're video game people. So in the meantime, if you do want to save money, Game Pass is obviously a great deal. I love it. I'm a huge public advocate for it. Ryan, I know you are too, on Podcast Unlocked.
Yeah, and that's really the thing. I mean, you see everybody on the reactions, everybody's saying this because it is clearly obvious. I mean, this is a move to push people to Game Pass Ultimate. Game Pass, $10 a month. Game Pass Ultimate, $15 a month. That's $180 a year. It would be like, well, okay, now you're effectively paying $60 a year or $5 a month for Game Pass on the back of these increased Xbox Live Gold rates. So again, you know, you can try to parse it any way you want, but yeah, they want more Game Pass Ultimate subscribers because it's more revenue for them at the end of the day.
Of course. And I think that's the tier that they're probably spending the most money on in terms of enticing third parties to come on board and drop their games there. I mean, I check Game Pass almost daily to be like, what's here, what's new, and then download new stuff and play it. Like, it's fantastic. It sucks that that's so great and that this decision is so bad, because like I said earlier, like it conflicts with, I think, the new Xbox that I think we've been looking at for the last year, and I do hope they figure out a way to make this right for people. But yeah, in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we will be covering all things next gen consoles, and invariably all the price hikes that will continue to tumble out because things are expensive and life is apparently just constantly difficult no matter where you turn. But for lighter news, you can check out Podcast Unlocked, hosted by our very own Ryan McCaffrey. Every single week, it's our Xbox show, so go give that a look. And for all things video games, Xbox, and unfortunately sometimes price increases, keep it locked or unlocked to IGN.
All comes with you, so you don't have to start over. And Project xCloud can give you this freedom because we're literally putting an Xbox in the cloud.
With 2.6 billion gamers in the world, Project xCloud is our dream of delivering games.